Hey, good afternoon, everyone. This is Betty Bear from Betty Bear's Nomadic Travels, and I have been in my tiny house as a nomad for almost 8 months. So I thought it would be a good time to, and the scenery is beautiful. I thought it'd be a good time to give you a little update on how my tiny house is working and give you a little tour again. And I can give you the little pros and cons of what I liked and what I didn't like. But let's get started. Well, this is my 6x10 interstate cargo trailer. It was a tool trailer when I was a carpenter. I was a carpenter for years and years. And after I retired as a carpenter, I decided that I wanted to build a tiny house. This was years ago. This is my second build on it. Actually, third. The second one wasn't kind of a half build. But anyway, this is my second really big build on this. So let's show you around the outside of it, and I'll kind of give you an idea what I'm doing here. Again, I've been a nomad for 8 months, and there's Bernie. She's looking at me. What are you doing? There we go. Anyway, this is the outside of it. Again, it's a 6x10 single axle interstate cargo trailer. I have up above there 3 100-watt. Get up there to see that third one. 3 100-watt solar panels up there. And there's a ladder that I have attached to the side, and that's so I can get up and down on the ladder and clean the solar panels. Again, single axle. And this door right here, I will explain to you when we get on the inside. It's a vented door, so you open it up, and there's a vent there for my propane tank. But you can see my theme of my my trailer is bears. I have a toolbox that I put in the front of it. And I took 20 shaker cans, rattle cans of white paint, and I painted this thing with 20 cans. I sanded it all off. I did it on myself. I sanded it all off and put 20 cans of paint on this thing. It's a little bit dirty now from traveling, but anyway, you can kind of get the idea. There's that third solar panel up there. There you go, and that's my moonshade. I love this baby. I absolutely love it. I had to put a video out on that on how I had to retrofit it to fit this tall of a trailer, but I do like that. And this is a window I put in. I got it from a wrecking yard, and I installed that myself. I also put these racks up here. Those racks, I bought those racks, but I did install them myself. There's one there, and then there's a rack there, and that's what holds those solar panels in there. And I have a solar light. Everybody's got one of those. And I put this in too. This is a 110 plug. So when I've got shore power, I can run this, and it goes right to my my solar generator, my 1500-watt generator up there, recharges that back up again, and then I can run right off of shore power. Here's my door. And let's go inside. Hey, Betty. Anyway, we're in the inside here, and I'll show you the bathroom first. There's my bathroom. Open it up for you. There's my bathroom. I have a shower. You can see the shower right there. I have a light in there too. I can turn that on for you. There you go. There's my shower, and in my previous video I showed you my pump shower system. There's the hose, and there's a pump, and you pump that baby up. I put 2 gallons of hot water, 2 gallons of cold, 1 gallon of hot, and that's just about right. And I can even show you, without making a big mess here, I can show you. Oh, shut it off, Betty. There we go. I can show you how my shower runs, and it drains right into, you can see the drain right there. Drains right into here. Here's my toilet. And it is a compost toilet with an inverter in there urine inverter that I put in there. And when I do take a shower, you can see this here is all my supplies and whatnot, but this comes out. So I take this out and I hang it right up here. So I hang the hooks right here. And that way I can get in the shower. And that's my shower, my toilet. my kitchen here. Copper, you can see I like copper. I love copper, actually. So I've got, and these, the backsplash back there is that peel and stick that you get from Home Depot. I either got all my supplies from Home Depot, Lowe's, or Amazon. That's pretty much it. There's only a few few things that I did not get from those two sources. So, and all my cutesy bear stuff I got all from Amazon there. This piece of copper right here, that piece of copper right there was a 4x4 sheet of copper. And I cut that, I'm patting myself on the back there. I cut that and all in one cut. That was a one cut job. And I absolutely was so proud of myself when I did that one. You can see up underneath there, you've got over there, down below. That was a one cut for me. And that was one of my, there's my little nut scratcher I got in the mail from Amazon. You can see my little nut scratcher. I totally love that one. Anyway, well, this is my kitchen, and it runs on a marine whale pump. And I'll show it to you. There's my marine whale pump. Move that out of the way. See, right, non-electrical. It runs on pressure. You step your foot on here. And water comes out there. Just as simple as that. No electricity whatsoever. That's what I want. I want it simple. I don't want anything that could go wrong to go wrong. I have my jerry cans over here. This is a fresh on the left and my gray tank on the right. And I have 2 jerry cans, 5-gallon jerry cans in the back. So 3 5-gallon jerry cans on board. And when the gray gets empty, I find a place to dispose of it. And of course, I just keep refilling those. My junk drawer. My pots and pans. The story about these pots and pans. See, everything's copper. All these pots and pans that I have, all the copper bowls. All the copper bowls. I have bowl after bowl after bowl inside here, and they're all copper. I've really never used any of them. The frying pan that I use is my cast iron pan, my 8-inch cast iron. I cook 99.999% of my things in that cast iron pan. Now this copper 2-quart thing here, I boil my water in. So that's what I do, use that quite a bit. But all the rest of that fancy stuff, I don't use it. There's my shoe cubby. I just stuff as many shoes as I can stuff in there. I don't have that many things. And of course you can see my little protector here. My little bat protector. And you can see I love bears. They're everywhere. Now this is the other part of my kitchen right here. There's my Berkey filter, water filter, purifier. I absolutely love it. Now in Washington State, the water is pretty good here, so I haven't used it very often here. But in Arizona, I fill it up and it purifies it. They say you can pond water, dirt water, whatever it is, you can put it in there. I just, when you get water from downtown in Arizona, it tastes so nasty that I've used that. But here's my cooking. That's how I cook. I always use that. I don't have a 2-burner one. I'm happy with this one. And I put this little piece of paper down here because this gets so cold that you can see it's kind of right here. You can see how it kind of almost pulls that finish off of here. This is just a piece of plywood, a 3/4 inch piece of plywood here. And I sanded it off, and I use that shaker can countertop stuff that it's got the little grits in it. And then I put just coat after coat after coat after everything on there. And here's my backsplashes again. This is just the Home Depot peel and stick. And here's my little salt and pepper shakers that my granddaughter in California made for me. I totally love those. And right here is a that goes down there when I am not cooking, and these things go in front of it like here. But when I'm cooking, because I don't want the grease to get on my light there, and I have Velcro on there, and then a little piece of Velcro up there, and I stick it on there. That way I don't get grease splatter on there. And I like that. And this thing too is just something to keep the grease off the edges and off the sides. And I just like to keep it as clean as I can. I got 2 big bottoms here. Hold my stuff here. And that is the Lifeline, the absolutely heart of my my solar right here. That's a 1500 watt Energy Apex. And as you can see how many plug-in ports, I've got 6 of those. I've got 2 cigarette lighters. I've got 2 USBs. This is my cell phone charger right here. And I love this thing. I love this thing. It keeps me from having to be plugged in anywhere. I can park anywhere I want to park. It keeps me from having to stay at a state park. See, when I stay at a state park, I have that senior pass, the low income senior pass, and I pay half price on state parks. So if it's a $30 state park stay, I only have to pay $15. So this park right now where I'm at was $17 for me to stay here. And Bernie's over there being Snoopy, looking to see what's going on. Here's a window. Right there. There's my window. And I know you guys have seen this before. If you've seen my first video, my first YouTube video I ever did ever. And here is my still going, my Fantastic Fan. I did a video on that too, because that versus the Max Air. And on the video, I told you I would, if I had to do it again, I would get a Max Air, because of the fact that in Washington State, it rains a lot. And this doesn't have it. Let me show you again here. This doesn't have a cover, so when it rains, you literally get wet. My bed is a 6-inch memory foam. It's absolutely the most comfortable thing ever. I love it. And underneath here is my table, my pull-out table. You can see that. Bears too, because I sit literally right here. There you go. Push that in, and underneath here, my curtains. My curtains. This is my drawer. This is the plastic Home Depot, Walmart one. I get my clothes here. I've got 3 of those, and up on top up there, those 2 bins also hold, undies, socks, that kind of stuff up there. So I have that space up there, and I have that space right here for my clothes. Here's my my Nomadic 32-quart refrigerator or freezer, not refrigerator and freezer. It's a refrigerator or freezer. And but you know what? I can stuff all kinds of things in there, and I don't have frozen things. I don't eat ice cream. I don't like ice cream, so that isn't a big thing for me at all. I love that one also. That's one of those love things. So, and this is my bench, and I'll show you how I take that one apart. And as you can see, what am I hooked on? There we go. As you can see, I've got a little latch right here. There it is. There's just my bench right there. And that's my catch-all cubby, my towels for when I shower. And there's a box of clothes here, my winter sweaters. And up underneath there is my also some storage back up underneath there. It's a little harder to get to, so I don't put too many things back in there. But here is my my Wave 3. I did a video on that too, and man, do I love that Wave 3. I tell you what, I say it and I'll say it again. 60 seconds to start that baby, and I've got it on now, even though I got the doors open because my feet got cold. But that is one amazing little piece of work right there. It's a catalytic heater. It does not sound anything. Listen. The sound you hear is the compressor in the refrigerator. And it's got, I put aluminum on each side here. And then, of course, I put aluminum on the top for the heat. But I love that thing. I've told people before I'm a kindergartner electrician, and I am a 2nd grade plumber. That's about how much I know of anything. That's it. Right here is my solar. This is what runs 99.9% of the time, because I'm very rarely plugged in. This is when I am plugged into shore power. Then I can just swap one plug from another plug, and then the shore power comes in, and then it charges up my energy, and I run everything on that. So that's as far as my electrical goes. These 2 things right here is where all the electricity the wires run up in here, back behind here. These all, see they come off. They're tucked up underneath here. And there's just one screw holding that, and then it's tucked up in over there. That's where all my electrical wires run here. They go all the way up here. You can see a little bit of a mess, but it's my electrical wires back up in there. Up in there. I wanted to be able to get to everything. Everything. I did not want to have to tear a wall apart to get to anything. And right here's the same thing. I got this here. You can see it's tucked up underneath here. I've got one long screw here. And then it's tucked up in that little, right, see that little notch right there? It's tucked up in there. So all the wire comes from there. So this light here goes up underneath here, up into there, and then it comes around there. So I've got that light there. And I wanted it simple. Like I said, I did not want to have to take anything apart. All right, here's my basement. And I'll move those curtains out of the way so you can see what's underneath there. All right, here's my basement. See, I got quite a little bit of room here. There's my Nomadic, back side of that, my 2 extra jerry cans, my shovel, and I do have a set of lights up there. See that light up there? I've got a set of lights up there also to light me up in here. I also have a bug screen for the back here, and I'll take 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and I'll put it up for you and show you how that works. So you can see that's how that works. Very, very simple to do. It's got Velcro, runs up the top, those little magnets, and that's it. And I got a bug screen. So far, I've not slept with the doors open. I'm just a chicken. I'm afraid somebody's going to come stab me, so I haven't slept with the doors open. But I think about it all the time. It would just be pretty cool to sleep with the doors open. And I'll show you my where my propane tank's at. See this big box right here? We built this box. Let me get this away a little bit so you can see what it is. I built that box, and the propane tank is back in there. And you can turn it on, turn it off from back in here. And that vent that I was talking about on the outside there's that vent right here, and that vents any of the propane gases that might be there somewhere. Maybe it's just a peace of mind thing. I'm not sure, but I did that. But anyway, that's my tank. And it is a little bit of a pain to get out of there. I'm just going to say, but the only thing my propane tank runs is my Wave 3. That's it. So, and it takes and that Wave 3 will run 300 hours on low. So I don't have to change it very often. But anyway, that's my little propane setup. Got lots of space in there. Well, guys, that's my little tour in 8 months living in my cargo trailer. My cargo trailer conversion, I love it. It's the bed is comfortable. Bernie's a pain in my fanny, but I gotta have it. You know, only people I talk to is you guys and Bernie. I'm an introvert. You know, I really don't. It's not that I don't like people. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I'm just not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. And why I'm comfortable talking to a camera is I got nothing to say. I don't know why I'm comfortable talking to a camera, but you know, I'm just not. So this is my space. So I guess the bottom line is anyone can do this. I know I was a carpenter and I like to trim. So besides the cutesies, anyone can do this. If you're a mom, if you're a dad, if you are out of a job, if you a sister's brother, I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are. You can do this. So if this kind of a lifestyle is something that you want to do, or some people need to financially. So if it's something that you need to do or you want to do it. Do it. I'm talking to you and you and you. You all can do it. Start with a bed. Even if you lay the bed on the ground, start with a bed. I took this, I gutted this thing because it was my tool trailer, and I put 1-inch foam board on each side, and I put foam board on the top, and then I put the original paneling that came on the sides. I put paneling on the top, and then I put the tongue and groove, that 4-inch tongue and groove up there. So you don't have to do that. You don't even have to have it insulated. You have to have some kind of a heat, unless you're in Arizona and don't need the heat, but even in Arizona, it gets cold. So you need a little bit of heat. That Wave 3 is absolutely amazing with a propane tank. You need water. A 5-gallon jug of water will do. You need food, a little way of cooking it. That single burner was what, $28? I paid $28 for that thing. That's all you need. You need a little place to poop. I potty in my 5-gallon bucket. I've got a potty lid on it, a garbage can, a garbage bag. Empty it out every day if you got to empty it out. If you want to do this, you can do it. You can do it. I did it. You can do it. And there's so many of us out there, meaning nomads. There's so many female nomads out there. You can do it. And once you get into it, and you can save a little bit of money because you're not spending it on rent, you save a little bit of money, you can do a little extra, you can do a little something here, you can upgrade and do a little something here. You know, next thing you know, you can afford to buy some solar. Next thing you know, you can afford to insulate it. Next thing you know, you can afford to buy a really nice mattress for it. If you're thinking about doing it, do it. And you wouldn't be watching this video if you weren't thinking about doing it, right? Or you are doing it. If you're watching this video, there's a reason why your little mind says, I'm going to click onto this one because I want to know how she does it. So that's what I'm saying. Anyone can do it. And for the electricity, remember I told you I was a kindergarten electrician and I was a 2nd grade plumber? Well, that's why everything is no power to it. I mean, the power that I had to do, I can get to any of it. I can get to all my power by undoing that one and undoing that one. And if I've got a fuse that's out, I know how to get to it. What I don't want to do is I don't want to call, oh, Mr. Electrician, this is Betty and I'm out in the sticks and I need your help. Come and fix it. There's no way I'm doing that. I'm not calling anybody. If I can't fix it, it's not going to be fixed. So that's why I did it simple so that I can fix it. I can fix whatever's wrong. And you know what? You can Google anything. YouTube is anything. Every single thing in this build, I stole from YouTube. Every single one. I mean, I can't even think of any that I didn't. The table, the pull-out table, I didn't think of that. I YouTubed that. This bench, I YouTubed it. I mean, you just YouTube stuff you're looking for, and there's a million people that know how to do it. All you have to do is follow them. So that being said, guys, you know, a lot of my comments and a lot of comments are saying, I want to do that so bad. I want to be a nomad. And it's lonely. I mean, lonely, but I like that. I like it. So if you're not a lonely, want to be there out by yourself person, you need to be somewhere where there are people, state parks and places where you can socialize with people. I don't want to do that. I want to be out by myself. I don't want to start a conversation with somebody. I'll finish it if somebody starts a conversation with me. But there it is, guys. This is my tiny house. It's a 6 by 10 feet. That's 60 square feet of space that I live in. And I shouldn't say that because I don't live in it. I live out of my 60 square feet. I'm out in nature. I'm out by the fire. I'm out walking. I'm outside as much as I can be outside. And sometimes I spend hours in here, editing, but I mean, it's still comfortable. I love it. My bed's made, it's fixed. I don't have to take it apart. I don't have to pull it in. I don't have to run things down here, it's made. And that's the way I wanted it. I made this thing like I wanted it. That first build I did was horrible. And if I can find those pictures, I'm going to put some of those pictures up so you can see my first build. But you know what? I wouldn't have known I didn't like it if I didn't do it. So, okay, guys. Well, that's it. If you guys enjoyed this video and you're stuck around this far, you want to be a nomad, or you at least want to know how to build something like this. And I don't have the answer to everything because I am a carpenter, but anyone can build a platform for a bed. Anyone can have a 5-gallon bucket of water. Anyone can poop in a bucket. Anyone can have a 1-burner stove. Anyone can do that. So thank you guys for sticking around. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit that little bell icon and subscribe to the channel if you can. It really, really helps. Thanks each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next video.